What is going on, guys? It's Fry. Got a gameplay for you on Plaza. Oh my god, I hate this map. Playing some domination. Go 114 and 4, I believe, using the PDW 57, and this gun has grown on me. It's my favorite SMG by far now. I use it way more than the MSMC, and it's just because of its substantial clip size, its low rate of fire, its iron sights, the accuracy with that, you know, I have with it and stuff like that. It's just a really good gun in general. I highly suggest it. The funny thing is when I first played this game, I definitely overlooked this game. I was like, the MSMC is, you know, the best gun. Oh my god. Oh, it's so amazing. And then this gun just, I kind of just randomly used it, and I got a really boss gameplay with it, and I was like, you know what? This is a really good gun. I need to give it another chance, and I need to make it gold, and so that's exactly what I did. And this gun looks really good gold. I can't wait to get it diamond. I haven't used a lot of the other SMGs. I'm using the MP7 right now. I'm trying to get a 100k gameplay with it, but I'm just not getting successful gameplays with it for some reason. The MSMC and the PDW are like my top two SMGs, definitely. But the PDW is just... I think that just having the large sum of ammo is really substantial in this game. Just because, you know, people have a little bit more health and stuff like that. I mean, they obviously die quicker from Black Ops, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about my tactics here and what I'm doing exactly to get this gameplay, and hopefully help you guys out, so you got, you know, when you play domination, you'll know what to do, you'll know where to go. And another thing about the SMGs and just short range guns is you want to stay in short range areas. You know, you want to stay in areas where you know you can basically have the upper hand on the enemy, and that's really what I want to do. You know, that's really what I'm doing in this gameplay, my bad. But calling my orbital VSATs and then just kind of pushing their spawn a little bit. I'll explain that in a second, though. I want to talk a little bit more about my classes. So I'm using the PDW 57, obviously, with the suppressor and foregrip, and this is a really good setup to have if you're trying to be a little bit more stealthy, get into their spawn, try to kill them and stuff like that. Especially in domination, that's kind of what you want to do. And then I'm using perk 1 greed, which is hardline and lightweight, and hardline is like a staple. I need it there. I believe that was like the perk that just stuck there, and it just stayed there. It's one of those perks that just never moves, and you know, a person like me, hardline definitely grew on me in Modern Warfare 3. I never used hardline before Modern Warfare 3, and then I started using it, fell in love with it, and in Black Ops 2 I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep hardline. I know, you know, the huge benefit that it does have, and I believe it reduces your kill streaks by 20% or something like that. But I'm also using lightweight, and this is a perk that complements the perk 3 tier. You know, extreme conditioning and dexterity and stuff like that. Like, it really complements those just because you move faster and you sprint for a little bit longer, if I'm not mistaken, just because you are lightweight. Maybe it's just the actual like sprint distance that you're going, just because you are a lighter weight, if that made any sense at all. But I'm also using, or my second perk is Scavenger, and it was only for this gameplay. I was kind of fighting between Scavenger and Toughness, and I'd have to say that for the PDW guys, Toughness is definitely the way to go. You're gonna win a lot more firefights, and this comes with a substantial clip, so I mean, you don't need to use Scavenger, and by the time you do need Scavenger, like you're gonna have your kill streaks already. You can just pick up an enemy weapon and just go ham with it. So yeah, I don't suggest Scavenger, but yes, I was using it in this gameplay. But I'm also using, I'm using perk 3 greed, and I'm using extreme conditioning and dexterity, and these perks complement each other by far. In many ways, obviously, you sprint for longer distances, but then you can also draw your gun up quicker. And I'll also tell you guys a few other advantages of dexterity. And this guy was Superman here. This guy could just take large sums of bullets and not die for some reason. I seem to have the worst luck with shotgun guys. And oh my gosh, if there's one thing I don't like about this game, it is that you literally have no time to react to people with shotguns. Like, it's ridiculous every time, dude. I do my best, okay, and I use SMGs, obviously, like I said, and you want to stay in close ranges, and like closer ranges and stuff like that, so you can win those firefights. But whenever it comes to people with shotguns, if they're, you know, decent with the shotgun, they will outgun me, and it's just freaking annoying. I feel like they need to patch the shotguns. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I've heard other people complain about it, and you know, a couple of my friends on Xbox Live and stuff like that, they complain about it too. But another thing is I'm not using any equipment. You know, I'm a C4 concussion type of guy, but I decided I'm not gonna use you know, equipment when I really don't need it. Sorry guys, I had to check some stuff there real quick. But yeah, you really don't need you know, or at least for my playstyle, I don't need lethal equipment slots. And right over there, dexterity really helped me out. So that's another reason why you should try it out. Give it a test. If you don't really like dexterity, try it again. Trust me, you'll like it. Eventually, it'll grow on you. It seems like everything's growing on me in this game. But yeah, I don't use C4 anymore. I don't use concussions. So I just keep those slots empty. I add, you know, perk 3 greed, perk 1 greed, one of the greeds, primary gunfighter from time to time. And I wanted to also talk a little bit about domination, the tactics that I use personally. Oh man, and I love those capture kills. I am like a fiend when it comes to those capture kills. Just this points in general. I should have died right there, guys. Luckily, my teammate really helped me out. I thought I had that guy at the drop shot, but probably not. But yeah, domination, you kind of want to just go, obviously, to their flag. And they're going to be spawning from there, so you want to kill them. You want to take your gun and just point it at them and fire. And that's basically it. I'm totally kidding. But yeah, you want to go into their spawn, obviously, and you want to have a good gist of where they're at. And, you know, I can see them on my orbital B set. They're all spawning on C. Luckily, my teammates are not in the spawn, so it hasn't, you know, switched or anything like that. So that's another good thing. And oh my god, the MTAR, get this thing away from me. Knowing where to get the enemy and knowing the places on the map to get the enemy in, you know, closer ranges and stuff like that, you'll be able to see that I don't go onto the other side, because I know that would be the dumbest thing to do, because you're most likely going to lose those gunfights. There's people with assault rifles taking that route, so you want to try to stay away from like areas that you know have longer ranges and stuff like that. Stick to closer range areas unless you really feel confident with your shots. And that's basically advice I have to give you guys. I don't know what else to say. You guys can check out the rest of the gameplay. Tell me how I did, please. Leave it in the comments down below. I really hope you guys enjoyed the commentary and gameplay. And this is Frying Enigmas, guys, and I am out. Subscribe or fry.
It's too close. Fight harder.
It's confirmed. Enemy combat!
Losing B. All flags secured. Maintain current posture. Losing A. Enemy took B. Enemy took A.
Stitch them up.
Operation